I don't know if you've watched it or not, but the reality show Blown Away is an amazing look at real life and how it can easily become shattered glass on the floor of your art studio. The TV show Blown Away is about those who reshape glass, almost like the way that we redesign our ambitions and dreams. My heart cracks every time I make a mistake, and it falls to the floor and shatters. Or maybe it's just an idea bringing a vision to life, and it doesn't come anywhere near the chalk art that was inspired to move forward. How often do we really look at our image in the mirror and think how breakable we are? That we have only so many more decisions before becoming shattered glass on a reality show. So often, we stop pushing our ambitions forward because we've run out of the cat's 9 lives. Rather than take on the ability, the older we get, the more we accept life for, that's what it is. Yet everything around us is constantly changing. But the idea of keeping up weakens a soul because the heart fears it's going to be rebuilt or put back into the flames so that it can be reshaped. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, a silent wolf. I sit on the edge and I watch. I study. I listen. And you participate with conversations that you otherwise would ignore. This is The Daily Mess. Putting ourselves in the right frame of mind. How many times did your parents tell you that? Just get into the right frame of mind. A friend asked me recently how it is that I can break things down and put it in its own compartments. Well, it's in the mindset, and it's in the actions of being in the right place of right now. I envision everything as being a folder created on a computer's hard drive. One problem. It doesn't take too long to forget why certain folders have different names. I used to believe computer folders are like book titles. All that's inside that folder should be on the title, right? The problem with creating titles for your folders is the secret side of the personalities that don't want to be listened to. And so what happens is when you go back to look for something, you can't find it. And so you're wondering, okay, do I start all over or do I search for the needle in the haystack? And those days where you just want to recover without being fake. You want to remember where you were in the moment when you created the title, but you can't find what it is that you're storing away. Now, I'm not just talking about computer files. I'm talking about your memories, your experiences, the things that you've wanted in your life, everything that goes with each step as you move forward. Putting ourselves in the right frame of mind should involve no reason to create mental folders of secrecy. Being open and upfront is the key to honesty. Do you build those folders inside your own mind like we do with computers and their hard drives? Building those folders and putting on fake titles or titles that we're going to forget? I've got one on my hard drive that says Andrew Ashwood. You would think that, everything in here is about Andrew Ashwood, who was my GM from 95.1 back in the 1990s. What's inside that folder? I was hiding things in that folder so that somebody who was looking for something that I put on that hard drive, they wouldn't think, it must be in the Andrew Ashwood folder. I think the same is true about our personal lives. Those moments that we just don't want to talk about or we don't want to bring back up. So we put it in a folder to hopefully forget. And then when you want to use it as a learning tool or an example, you can't find it. So therefore you bend the story to fit into the moment, when in fact you know in your heart, that's not exactly the way that it went. So how do you do this then? This is the reason why I'm a daily writer. I will put everything on the pages with that honesty I was talking about. Being open without having to be secretive. There is nothing in these daily journals that's a secret. It's all right here. In fact, I've been quoted to say, what's wrong with me? Go read the book. It's right there. I never hide it. I'm Arrow, and that's The Daily Mess.